Hi, thanks for watching. This is Hito from hitostar.com. Today I'm going to be speaking about Aquarius New Moon on February 4th and 5th, 2019. If you are new to my YouTube video, my name is Hitomi Nozawa. You can call me Hito. I'm a singer, dancer, astrologer based in New York City, originally from Japan. Several years ago, I experienced such a hard time in my life. Everything went wrong and everything corrupted at the same time. And astrology helped my life a lot. Since then, I studied astrology and I became a professional astrologer. So now I am sharing my knowledge here and hopefully this will help you. And if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe. You can push the button here and subscribe and keep watching this video. And I'll be sharing my personal story regarding to stars and my singing at the end of this video, so please do watch till the end. At the beginning of 2019, we just finished two big eclipses. The first one was on January 5th and 6th. It was a solar eclipse in Capricorn. And the second one was on January 20th and 21st. That was a total lunar eclipse in sign of Leo. Eclipses bring us biggest changes in our lives. So at the beginning of 2019, you might have experienced emotional roller coasters or some big situations, events that are very unusual. If you are one of them, don't worry, we are all going through this energy and you are with us, we are all together here. Eclipses tend to bring new beginning and big endings. So some things can end around this January. Just take few months before and after because eclipses are so powerful. The power can be emphasized already a few months before. So even in February, you can feel this intense energy and there might be some big changes happening in your life. On February 4th and 5th, we have New Moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is a sign of revolution and new energy. Aquarius likes to flip things upside down. I always explain to my clients, it's almost like you're having a wall in Berlin that you want to break something up all the time. Aquarius is a very unique, future-oriented energy. So at this new moon, it is a great time for you to start something new, start something that surprises you. It's a wonderful time for you to go into a new community or group because Aquarius is about believing in the same thing and let's change the world altogether. So it's a great time for you to think, how can I change this world? What can we do to improve the society or the world? I personally love this energy about Aquarius. When I think of this sign of Aquarius, the great message here for me is to be the change to change the world. If we want to change some kind of situation or someone, we tend to complain about some other things or people, but it's actually the best way, the easiest way to change ourselves and be the leader of the change. So to do that, it takes a little bit of courage and a little bit of breakthrough. In the month of February, we have a very strong energy from the Mars. So the Mars and planet Pluto is making a 90-degree angle called square. And this is a very intense angle that brings up a lot of aggression and willpower. Or it could be a frustration or jealousy that you can experience. Great way to use this energy is to use it in your career, use it for something that you need to focus on, to use your willpower. it will give you a tremendous focus because of this power of Mars. And one thing you need to be careful is to not to go into arguments or fights, because this energy can be very aggressive. And if you encounter a situation that you don't want to be involved in, some kind of arguments or fights, it's a great time to step back and calm down and not to be involved with it. So this energy is very strong throughout the month, especially the beginning. It is a great time to take actions, exercise, and move things forward. It's a great time to move your projects forward, things you need to work on. We have another event, Mars and Uranus conjunction. So these two planets are going to come together in the sign of Aries, and this is going to be a strong energy as well. Because of the planet Uranus, this can bring some surprises, some unexpected events, especially fired up with this planet Mars. So again, don't get involved in any fights or some aggressions. Some situations might come to you where you have to decide something immediately. The universe might surprise you a little bit, but when that happens, it's a message for you. The universe is asking you to change, because this planet Uranus is about change and the truth. That's like a piercing truth. It's almost like an electric shock. So use any events that surprise you as the message from the universe. Another topic at this new moon is we have Saturn and Pluto coming together, conjunction in the sign of Capricorn. So this is a big deal. This is a great deal because this is a big event that astrologers have been talking about in the last couple of years. This is going to highlight the year of 2019. Saturn and Pluto being in the sign of Capricorn all together, this can bring us some reality checks. This can bring us some big change. This is about setting the foundation for the next 20 years, which is a long time, but now it is starting. These two are going to conjunct exact in December 2019. So this Saturn-Pluto conjunction is about breaking down the structure, breaking down the old structure. So the power structure in the society can be totally changed around 2020. But now in this year, 2019, it is already happening. So this can happen in our personal level. So we had this Me Too movement in 2018. It was tremendously related to the sign of Scorpio. The Jupiter going into sign of Scorpio was the time for Me Too movement. And this time with this Pluto-Saturn conjunction, it's almost like you're having your own personal Me Too movement in your structure, in your personal structure. Think about things that you thought that's you, that always have been. Now that can be totally flipped upside down. Now that can be totally changed coming to 2020. And this year, we are already going towards to that big shift. So again, this is about reality check. But it's also about making efforts and making everything realistic and grounding. So anything that feels like a homework, that feels like a reality check, it is a great time for you to actually do it. Because ultimately, Saturn gives us long-term success. The things we are working on right now, little by little, we are gonna get a reward after 2020, and that's going to be a big change, big achievement, big success. Another topic at this new moon is the sun and the moon and Mercury are conjunct at this new moon, and we have planet Jupiter sextiling. Sextile is a 60-degree angle, which is very harmonized energy. And this can give us some blessings, some abundant energy. This is about being lucky. So use this energy if you are receiving some kind of good news. And it could be just being optimistic and hopeful, because this planet Jupiter is in sign of Sagittarius right now, and it's all about being optimistic and joy and hope. So you can feel this energy at this new moon. This is a very positive, upbeat energy, and you can feel this around the new moon. And since January to March 5th, we have amazing events happening, which is 10 major planets are going forward. So when planets go forward, instead of retrograde, backwards, it is a great time for you to launch something new, push your projects forward, do something different, do something new. And because the planets are going forward, we have this momentum from January to March 5th. So if you are looking into start something, launching a new website, launching a new project, a business, it is a great time for you. Thanks so much for watching again. I am having an astrology sale for New Year 2019. If you have not taken my astrology session before, you will get a discount for your 40-minute session. So my regular astrology session is $275 for an hour, but you can get it for $95 for 40 minutes, which is a great deal. And it's finishing very soon on January 31st. So if you would like to purchase, please do hurry. And you can go to my website hitostar.com, and you can select your date and the time from the calendar, and I will see you at the session. So around this full moon eclipse in January, I just had so much emotional times, and also physical changes, and I was basically very sick around Christmas time, and almost throughout the whole January, and I had such a low energy, and that's something I expected in a way, because eclipses always bring us such a big detox time. And it was a huge detox for me emotionally and physically. And I have other friends who experience such up and down and intense moments in their lives, and I'm here to really share these moments with you. And something I have been learning a lot is to really be myself and speak up my truth, which I have been talking in my video in the last 1 year. And it's been a big change for me as a woman, as an artist, as an astrologer. Especially through this YouTube video, I have been talking my personal stories and some things in the past, especially some traumatic times, and the times that I almost felt like dying. And in the last video, I shared about my eating disorder. This time I was having eating disorder, and I believe it connects to planet Mercury, because in astrology, Mercury is a lot to do with us, with your communication and eating as well. So I have been learning a lot about that in my chart, about my Mercury in my chart. And in your case, there are always unique situations, and it's always great to learn about your chart. So I get a lot of questions, comments about love relationships. Yes, love relationships are very important, and especially for women, it's always kind of mixed with career and work and relationships with others. And yeah, I totally hear you. And this new moon and full moon, especially these eclipses that just happened in January, can really bring you some big messages, and that can make you see what's really true in your life. And because of this planet Uranus, you might have had some shocking moments, some shocking, unexpected events that happen to you. And in love, it could be something that you actually saw yourself, the shadow side of yourself in yourself. So how this can happen is because of some event outside, right? When someone does something to you, something very shocking, that can make you see maybe some ugly side of yourself, or something that you did not realize, what's true love, what's this and that. So that's okay. I'm here to tell you it's okay to see the ugly side of you. And I saw the ugly side of me and pure side of me as well at this eclipse. I was really truly thinking about what is love. It's like there are some songs that has that kind of titles, but I was truly thinking, what is love, and what is love to me, and how do I want to share this to the world? I was like crying a lot around this blood full moon eclipse, because I just really, I was asking myself, what is love? And that was such a big moment for me. This came to me because of course, some event that happened to me. There were some shocking events that happened to me around this full moon, and it really brought me some questions in my life. And so I want to share something interesting about love relationship in astrology. So many people have frustrations and some issues or problems, you can say, in relationships, especially love relationship. And when you are frustrated with the other person, that's usually when you are frustrated with your self-expressions, something that you can devote your passion in this life. And I have so many clients, including myself, who have sometimes great frustrations in love, and that can turn out as a complaint or jealousy or frustration with the person. But it actually turns out that's when we are totally frustrated with ourselves. And of course, it's hard to notice this system, because we are such an emotional being, and I am, as the sun in Cancer, and as a woman, as an artist, I'm very emotional. But it's so important to see yourself from outside and notice how you are using your creativity, self-expression, because that could be what you are not channeling in the right way, and that can turn out as frustration in love. So if that's your case, you can change that. See, we can't change someone else, but we can change ourselves. I know it takes time, it takes practice, but definitely little by little we can change that. And that has been a big theme for me as well in these Leo Aquarius eclipses. And I have changed myself a lot, and I've encountered so many lessons and messages. And I have a client who just found out the person she was in love with for a while, more than a year. He just started dating a new girlfriend. And so she got really mad at him and mad at herself, and basically exposed in her world on the day of eclipse in Leo, of course. Big change, big surprise. So then what happened to her was, because of this shocking event, she started posting herself being angry and being like ugly, making ugly funny faces on her Instagram. And that was a surprise for herself, she said, but that actually made her took her to a totally different level in her life, because before she used to be very shy. She would never really put herself in the Instagram, but because of the event with this boy, she totally opened up herself and really went for it. And she started doing a makeup video before and after, and some funny faces and some kind of diary with her face. And I think that's amazing. You know, there are some very shocking moments in our lives that just turns out like really bad, really traumatic almost. But that could be the moment that this person can really shine and really change and have some freedom, a big freedom in our lives. And I really love that. I'm sharing this because I thought it's such a great example for this eclipse in Leo, because Leo is about self-expressions, and the sign of Aquarius, which is the opposite sign, is about internet, online, doing something for the world. So she used this energy of Leo, which is also true love as well. So that's why we tend to experience things in love at this eclipse. She turned it into something to change the world. I am here to integrate all the messages I got around these eclipses, and I am here to tell you, you're not the only one, you're not alone. We are all going through this energy. I have 3 friends who lost their family members around this eclipse, and I was actually crying as well, and I was very emotional. And yeah, eclipses can really bring that kind of change. As I've been talking about in this video, eclipses are a great time for downloads. You can have great downloads from the universe that can give you some answers and some interesting moments that you really connect with the earth, really connect with the universe, and you can have some moments that's very spiritual, that's very powerful. So if that happens to you, it's a great message for you. That doesn't happen that often. Also, great things can be happening. You know, if you have some surprises and completion from this Aquarius Leo eclipses, that's amazing for you. I have to say congratulations for your amazing work. And you're here to do what you love to do, and without you this world does not function, and you are very important, and we want to make the world change in a better way, and that's why I'm here as well. So congratulations for whatever that happened to you in your life that you feel like it's an achievement, top on your shoulders, and say you are amazing. And as a singer, I will be singing at Lincoln Center on March 1st. I have another website besides my astrology website, that's hitominozawa.com, and I have all my singing and dancing work there. I have 2 different Instagrams as well, so you can follow me from 2 different websites and Instagrams, and I would love to connect with you. Please comment on this video. I would love to hear what you love to do this year, and what are the experiences around this eclipse. Let's all share our stories. And this year, 2019, I would love to record my singing and produce my own tracks. So I'm working on my lyrics and music, and looking into record some music video and trying to get a new look for the new me. And I'm very much looking forward to it. There are some great opportunities coming to me, and I just performed at Carnegie Hall in 2018, which was a big event for me. But this year I will also be performing in Carnegie Hall and other great venues in New York City, and hopefully in the future I would love to travel more, travel to different countries. So I will keep you updated. Thanks so much for watching again. I am wishing you a beautiful new moon in Aquarius. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4.